So, hey guys, it's Emily here, and I am doing this voiceover for my first summer DIY Juice Pops project for you guys. And yeah, still trying to figure out how to do all this YouTube editing, but this will work for my intro for now. And yeah. So let's get straight into what you're going to need
Need
for
for
this
this
DIY.
DIY.
So what you're going to need for this DIY, as I'm showing you, is a plastic cup. I got mine from Walmart, 180 pack for $2. Next, you're going to need a rigid cutting knife. You're going to need 2 measuring cups. I have the orange one is 1/8 cup and the red one is 1/3 cup. I got those from JCPenney's in the kitchen section, I believe. But if you don't have those exact ones, go on Google so you know how you're getting 1/8 and 1/3. Next, you're going to need an apple slicer. I got this years ago from Target, but you could probably find them on eBay or Amazon or in stores. And next, you're going to need 2 apples. I ended up using 1.5 apples, but yeah. I got Slurpee straws from Walmart, but you can get them from 7-Eleven for free, of course. And next, you're going to need a drink mix of your choice. I end up using cherry and lemonade drink mix for this project. And lastly, you're going to need some scissors. So let's get into this DIY Juice Pops. So yes. So first you're going to get your cup from wherever you bought it, and then get your scissors, and you want to cut your cup at an angle. And if you get the same cup that I have, cut it at the first line because it's so short so it can fit the straw. You want to cut it at the first line. And if you get a little bit taller cup, cut it at the second or third line, and you also want to cut it at an angle. And let's just keep on cutting this. Cut. So as you can see, I'm cutting at an angle, and you sometimes get off the first line a bit, but that's okay. And once you're done cutting it, just get rid of that extra piece because you're not going to need it anymore. And then put your cup on your counter or wherever, and you're going to get your 1/3 cup of 1/3 cup measuring cup, and you're going to put some water in it, as I'm showing you here. And you're not going to use the whole 1/3 cup just yet, because if you do, it's too much water for the apples and for the drink mix to add in. So, yeah. I end up pouring some of the water out of the cup because I noticed that, and then I add a half of the water back into the 1/3 cup all later on. And now we're gonna take our apple slicer, and we're going to take our apple, of course. What are we gonna use the apple slicer for? And I just take it's about a small to medium sized apple. I get mine either from Smith's, Costco, Walmart, or Target, and you can actually buy them already sliced, but I like it better if it's the whole and you slice it yourself. I'm just that way. And it does, if you slice it yourself, it does squirt out a bit at you, and I freaked out for a second. I was like, what was that? So I'm just cutting it, and you have to use a little bit of strength into it to get it out, and then you just have to tear off the apples. I notice tear off all the apples around the core, and then you could just push the core straight out from where you pushed it into. And then if I just have a cup that I accidentally messed up on, and
I now just keep on cutting your apple, and
once you have your apple cut, you're going to get a cutting board. I forgot to mention that, but you are going to need a cutting board so you don't have to cut it on your counter. And then I'm using that rigid knife to cut up the apple, and it just dices it really well. So I really recommend a rigid knife and just instead of just like a straight kitchen knife. So I'm just dicing them up into like really tiny sections to fit into the cup. And as you can see, they're like really mini sized apples now. And then I take my water and I put in the apples. As you notice, the apples are just a little bit submerged into the water. And next, I'm going to add in my drink mix. My water and my drink mix I'm adding in so I can mix it all up. And I'm just using my lemonade drink mix. I got a huge lemonade drink mix. My mom got it when she was couponing, and she got a whole bunch of lemonade drink mixes from Smith's or Walmart, I believe. And I just use 1/8 cup of lemonade, and I just put it in the water. And then to mix it up, I use the Slurpee straw so I don't have to dirty anything. I just use the Slurpee straw to mix it up. And it mixes it up just as if you used a spoon or a knife or a fork, whatever you want to mix it with. It's your life, not mine. But right here, I'm just mixing it, and I did not know it was out of focus. Oh, now it's in focus. Okay. But I'm just mixing it, and then after mixing it, I get my scissors and I put the straw in and I measure it up, and yeah, there I can't find my scissors, so we're just gonna wait till I find my scissors because I'm a weirdo and I can't find things. So yeah, let's wait for that. And I found them, so I put the straw into the cup and I put it a little bit over the cup for the measurement. And next I'm just going to show you how it is when it's all done and all put together. And yeah, so I was talking before, and then I decided to do a voiceover because I thought that would be a little bit better for this first DIY of mine. So I'm just putting this in my freezer. I had to make a little bit room for all the other ones I made because I made some for a little like get together, if you would say that. I just had like family and gave it to my family and everything for them to try. And yes, so now the next clip coming up is me showing you the finished product of the juice pop in the container still. I forgot to take it out and show it, but it was delicious and yummy. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like this video and subscribe.